Hey guys, it's Crazy Comic Lady and I'm back with my month in review video for the months of August and September. So I only got 2 diamond paintings finished in the last 2 months, and I've got 1 work in progress to show you as well. But the very first one I have to show you, it's a biggie. So this was the second largest painting that I had in my stash, and it is Forest Monarch by the artist Abraham Hunter. And it's large. It barely fits on my table. So I think this one was, to check the size on it, it was 70 centimetres by 96 centimetres. So this was one of the really earliest paintings that I ever bought from Diamond Art Club. And yeah, when I bought it, I didn't think to look at the size. I just went, oh, that one's pretty, not realising how big it was. And then it turned up and I was like, oh my, it's large. So I promised myself that I would work on it this summer, and I stuck to my word and I did it. I actually started it on, I think it was the 5th of July. And yes, 5th of July, and I finished it on the 3rd of September. And down here in my logbook, I went, yay, I did it, with a little Superman doodle of me in a cape. But yeah, this one took 26 days and it was confetti heavy. Like I was just kind of dreading working on it, but as I was going through it, I actually really started enjoying it. And when I finished, I actually started at this bottom corner and then went, that's not very sensible, I need to start at the top. So then I got down to about here, and then I kind of went back to working at the bottom and then up the side, so that I saved like the deer bellies and this deer's face for last, just so that I could finish on colour blocking, because like their bellies are like the only bit where you can really blitz your way through it. So that's why I saved it to the end, because it took a long time, but there was definitely a feeling of accomplishment when I did it, because I went, wow, now I kind of know why people enjoy getting them so large, because you really feel just accomplished to be able to say, I did that. So it took 26 days. It's very pretty. I need to get a frame for it, but you can see the shimmer on it there. It was really hard getting the lighting set up for this. I shall zoom you in slightly so you can have a look at the faces. Or maybe not, because we've got an awful lot of glare from my lighting. But I just thought they're so cute. But boy, like these, like this bit and this bit over here, it was just, oh, it doesn't look it, but when you were working on it, it was just, these bits just felt like they took so long because of the confetti, and I was just like, I want to get to the colour blocking. So this was my first finish for August, or was it September? I can't remember now. September the 3rd, that's what I wrote down. So yeah, I haven't got much else to say about this one. This was my 19th ever Diamond Art Club finish, my 46th finish of all time, and my 34th finish for this year. So yeah, I'm just still kind of amazed that I did it, and now I have to try and get a frame for it. But it's kind of an awkward size, so I'm still in sort of the hunting for the frame process. But I'm definitely going to have to display this one, because I don't like, a lot of people roll them up and then restore them in the boxes they came in. I don't really like doing that, because then you've got an awful lot of, you know, boxes taking up space. So ones that are too big to fit in my album, I always put on like clothes hangers and I kind of display them around the house. So anyway, that was my first finish for the month of September. My second finish was this piece called Yin Yang Owl, and you can see like the size difference here. So this one is a 30 by 40, and again another square. They were both square drills, these two. I'm going to zoom you in on it. I made a few changes on this one, mainly on this eye, because if you look at the original artwork, I'm not sure how well this will show up, but in the original artwork it's actually got a blue eye, and the way it was charted with greys in the eye. So I just went through all my drills and I pulled out all the blues I had to see if I can make it match the original artwork a bit better, and I think I did. So that was good. This one actually took, again, longer than I was anticipating, just because things have just been so hectic and busy around here lately. But interestingly, this one didn't have any ABs charted in it, which I didn't actually realise till I was like halfway through, and I went, that's unusual. Diamond Art Club almost always has ABs in them. So if I had been like charting it, I think I would have put ABs in this sort of half moon crescenty thing behind the owl, because I think that would have really made it pop out more. But this one, it doesn't actually have like an artist name on it. It's called Yin Yang Owl by Yin Yang Owl. So I'm wondering if it was probably a stock image that they licensed. And literally just a day or two before I filmed this, I realised that it's disappeared off Diamond Art Club's website. So it has been discontinued now, sadly. But it was a really nice snack size, small one that I worked on. So my intention with this one was, I spent all year being so excited to start the diamond painting event that was going on the last month or so, called Drills and Chills. And I was so excited, and I got so many like Halloween-y kits that I was looking forward to working on, but then just haven't had the time. So this was like my participation in Drills and Chills, because it was a little small one and I could knock it out really quickly. So, and it's cute. I like it. I'm sad they discontinued this one, because like they need more smaller canvases, because yeah, big ones do take an awful lot out of you. So that was my second and only other finish for August and September. So the final picture I have to show you painting is my WIP. So I'm just going to pull that one out for you. Right, so my next work in progress is this piece by the one with the diamond art. I'm just going to zoom you out a bit more. So this one I think was a 50 by 75 centimetre, and it's by the artist Finira. It's spelled Finira. So this was one of my quite early purchases from the one with the diamond art, and I actually got this one without realising that AI art is now being licensed by an awful lot of companies. This is my little cover minder, don't mind that. I just put it on her nose for fun. But yeah, I didn't realise that AI art was becoming so widely used, and so widely used in, you know, the diamond painting world as well. And certain companies that say, you know, they license artwork, they also license AI artwork. So if it doesn't bother you, that's completely fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. If AI art does bother you, I do highly recommend, if you're buying from the one with the diamond art, to check under their premium artist tab on their website and actually read up about the artists that you're purchasing the work from, because they do try and be transparent and say this uses AI art and this one uses like acrylics, or they try and be transparent with it. But if you go onto the listing itself, it won't say if it's AI art or traditional art or digital art. You just have to kind of work it out yourself. So I wasn't actually aware of that when I purchased this kit, and a few others that I also purchased from the same artist. So for me, it is something that is very important. If I had known in advance, I would have chosen not to have bought AI based artwork. But that's me. That's my personal feelings, choice, preferences, all of that. So I am very strongly in favour of people who are traditional artists and digital artists, because that's something a lot of people don't really understand as well, is that AI art and digital art, they're not the same thing. And I've seen a lot of arguments going on in diamond painting websites in the past of people just being completely convinced that AI art is the same as digital art, which it's not. So I highly recommend that you do go and read up a little bit more about what goes into the creation of AI art, just so that you've got all the facts handy. So anyway, I bought this kit because I love the image. A lot of this artist's artwork really drew me in before I realised that she used AI art. But I do think it's really beautiful. And of course I purchased it, so I'm not going to waste it. It's definitely a learning experience that I can then share with other people who aren't aware that a lot of companies are starting to use AI art. So anyway, lovely picture. This one's called Fairy Games in the Sun, and yeah, I got it in round with ABs. So I've only done like up to here. I'm going to try and save the face for last, because all of this light colour, I'll just zoom you in a bit more, but all of this light colour in her face has been charted with ABs, which these are ABs. I'm not sure if you can get the sparkle's not really kind of showing up on that too well, but because they've got this sparkly coating on the top, I'm a bit worried that that's not going to work very well in her skin. So I'm going to try and leave the face till last, just to see, get a better feel for it, because I did actually pull out, because this is 712 AB, and this is my 712 that I've got from a different company. This is DAC drills. This is the one with the diamond art drills. So the colours are actually very, very different. So I might have to go through and see if I've got anything else that could work for the skin. But that's why I'm going to save it to last, to see like how many, what have I got in the way of spare drills that I can use to like add in the bits on her face here, and also in the shoulder here. Because if I just sprinkle in a few of the ABs, I think it'll be all right, and then I can try and make these stretch further. So that's sort of my plan. I did find, like in the past, I have had trouble with their glue from the one with the diamond art, and I thought the glue on this one was actually a lot better. It feels a lot stickier when you're putting it down. It's not slidey like my previous kits. However, it is still a bit fragile, because just as I was moving it over, I did knock a drill off from the top, which is a bit unfortunate. But again, it's a really nice picture. They are quite a more, I guess, budget-friendly company compared to like Diamond Art Club. The one before it that I got, this one Abraham Hunter, I think at the moment that one's retailing for about £80. But of course, if you've bought from Diamond Art Club before, you'll know that there's a Facebook group, and there's a Facebook group discount code as well. So I did get 15% off from this one, the Abraham Hunter one. So yeah, but Diamond Art Club is a lot more expensive than, say, the one with the diamond art, and I think you can notice it really with the quality of the glue. I think is my main gripe about the one with the diamond art. But the one with the diamond art it's based in the UK, so it's got much better shipping rates. Yeah, so and the canvases themselves are cheaper, which makes it a lot easier to kind of acquire them, as opposed to DAC where you have to kind of save up for them. So anyway, that's my month in review for August and September. I'm not sure really what I'm going to be working on after this. It's sort of, I'm just trying to get this finished, hopefully before anything else goes wrong with the house that I'm currently in the process of purchasing. So updates on that. I went to pull out all my money from my investments to get ready to pay the deposit and do the completion and everything, only to find that yeah, first Royal Mail lost my forms for all my money request forms from all my investments. I then had to very quickly get all the forms reprinted, refilled in, signed off, only to find then that my investment had taken a massive hit in the last 4 to 6 weeks, and I've lost £15,000 at like the worst possible moment. So after that, there was just a string of just endless, like 4 days in a row of stuff going wrong continuously. So the house sale is still going ahead. The guy wouldn't budge on the price, unfortunately, so that added a lot of extra stress, because now I can't kind of afford to actually do the house up as I'd wanted. That's gonna have to be a live in it how it is, and worry about that in a few years. So hopefully we're looking at exchange of contracts and completion around the 16th of October is sort of what we're looking at the moment, but it all depends on how quickly this money can get pulled out of my investment. So anyway, that's my little house updates for you. 16th of October, we're nearly there. It won't be long. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my month in review video and updates and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll see you guys next month or whenever I get around to recording a new video. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Have a great week and a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye.